Hi, my name is Pat Keene. I'm here to show you how one of these machines assemble. I suggest to everyone, please review the instructions because there's a certain way that the legs go. We're going to kind of wing it and try to make it as easy as possible. So, what we have here, we're going to start off mounting the legs to the hopper. We'll set the hanger off to the side, which goes to the concentrator box. And we'll set the clamps over here for right now. And we have our package of bolts. These bolts are what hold the leg together. Okay, so let's empty out our goodies. Make sure we don't drop anything. I'll set those there for right now. Okay, first thing we do to make it a little easier is we're going to set the hopper down on the ground like so. Now we're going to take the legs and start mounting some of the parts up to it. And then what we do, the one rod that has the two aluminum slides, we're going to pull the clip off the end, slide those out, and we're going to start assembling this. We're going to make sure that these holes go downward when we attach these two short bars to the hopper. And the reason being is so we can make the adjustment when we flip the thing upside, we have all the holes that we can easily see and make the adjustments for it. So first thing we do, take this, run it through like so, add one aluminum spacer, and now we'll try to fish this through the hopper here. Just like so. Then we'll take the other one, make sure also the holes are going down for right now. Put the aluminum spacer in, put the other leg on, and then your clip. We're halfway there. Now what we do, you notice the spacers are on the upper hopper, so we have to make sure that the shorter legs, which attach to it, have to be in the right position so everything lines up with the holes. So, this piece will go down, and this piece will go this way. Now let's insert the other rod over here, take off the clip, and we're going to insert this leg on. And it's probably a good idea to do everything, put the rods in both from the same direction. Push that through there. Get it through. Finish pushing it through. And then insert the pin. Now this is when the bolts come in play. We take this. Since we have the spacers up on the front, that means that this actually has to go on the outside, like so. Now there's a couple of holes here. Now we have to put the bolts in. So we'll take one bolt, and for right now we'll use the center hole adjustment on the three holes that are on the inside, and we'll put one bolt in. Okay, then we'll take our other one and do the same thing. Insert it through the center hole on the other leg bracket. Now we're going to put a washer, a lock washer, and then the nut. But we're not going to actually tighten anything up till we get it all together. And once you get the basic hopper together, there's no need to take apart the legs anymore, because the legs will retract right into the hopper. Oops. Okay. Once we get it to this point, we lift these tubes up. It's a little tricky right here. Just get it right on the edge. angle the legs, and hopefully everything will slide together nice and easy. Now, we can stand it upright, and there we go. Now there's different adjustments on the hopper on how to adjust the angle. We talked about these 3 holes. What we do, relieve the pressure, push the button in, go to both sides, now this is probably a pretty good adjustment to start out with the little spring-loaded pin going through the center hole. Now the reason that we put these bars with the holes and the pin going up, so we can see our adjustment and make any changes that are necessary. Now we take the concentrator box, very lightweight with the new aluminum riffle, and like anything, you have to make sure that the riffles are going the proper direction, and it'd be opposite of a sluice or anything else, because the riffles actually hold the material back and allow it to concentrate as it vibrates. So we'll take any of these holes for right now. We'll take the center holes and we'll push this rod in. Just like so. Now to connect your lower concentrator box to your upper classifier, we take the unit, slide it up underneath, get these little tiny D-ring clips that are right here, and we simply just clip it on, here and here. We're almost there. Now we take our hanger assembly and we pull this up, and we can adjust the angle by using the different links on the chain and simply hooking it on this hook on the hopper. There we go, the machine's almost together. Now at this point, we'll take our hose clamp and we attach this up to the bottom of the hopper, and then the other end we'll clamp to the unit. Now let's do a basic preview and let me explain to you exactly how this machine works. We have a 4.5 Briggs & Stratton, a 4.5 Honda motor. This is a very fuel economy, very efficient engine. This is probably one of the best units on the market because with a Honda, very high reliability, it starts on the first pull, and hey, we're out there to have fun. We don't need any problems. We also have a tachometer on this machine, which is optional, which costs around $35, $40, and it's kind of nice to have that because you can always watch your engine RPM, and it also lets you know how many hours that you're running the unit in order to find out how much time that you have, because you do need to change the oil once in a while. I'd probably suggest changing the oil after the first 8 hours, and that's about what it takes to break it in. And then we have a throttle right here where we can adjust the engine throttle, and then we have a fuel shutoff if we're not using the engine. That's off, and inline, that's on, and there's also a little mark on it. And also for a lot of the areas, there is a requirement of a spark arrest. It gets rid of any sparks that may shoot out of the exhaust to create a potential fire. In a lot of areas, you have to be very concerned about that. In fact, in a lot of the forest, it's required by law. Well, hey, we want to follow the law, but we also want to have fun. So those little extras make a big difference.